Creativity, to me, it's sort of like the one shining light in a dark room. So it can solve any problem, I think. When you're faced with a task of anything, it just seems so daunting. But then you get this little spark of an idea, and suddenly everything else kind of goes away, and you're happy again.
Because old Spice sprayed a man on my son, now he smells like a man, and they treat him like one.
And it doesn't have to be a huge idea, just one small little indication that there's something there, and suddenly everything seems all right.
If you go down to the Pop Pop Zoo, say pop pop hi to the blue-nosed shrew. He eats blue cheese from a tray on his knees, but he likes to chomp on chocolates too. Now the Pop Pop Zoo has a Zang Zang bear, who tickles each bristle of his Zang Zang hair. But if you go there, please give him chocks, not cheese, or he'll pop pop Zang Zang everywhere. Cadbury, marvellous creations, a taste of the unexpected.
The idea is expressed, in writing. Even if it's not dialogue or what we traditionally think of as writing, it's still basically the written word on paper that transforms into something else. As far as craft goes in writing, I really think that's where it shines.
Forget the wind in the willows. This is a far more sordid tale of the toad. Rewind, if you will, to 1932, as a bunch of college-educated lab coats pluck a toxin-secreting toad from the bowels of South America and let it loose in the Australian cane fields. As expected, it dutifully destroyed every last crop-chomping cane beetle, saving the sugar industry from extinction. Fate, however, having a strained sense of irony, quietly watched on as thousands of natural predators gobbled up the frog-like foreigner, only to suffer a terminal case of food poisoning. So, if you contemplate introducing a foreign object to the automotive environment of your Honda, hopefully our amphibious friend plagues your mind. Always use Honda genuine parts.
When we talk about dialogue and story and all those kind of things that keep people engaged, it's writing. There's a piece that has shown up in a lot of different juries, and it's the mistakes piece, which is about the traffic accident that's about ready to happen. To me, I just think that the discipline it took to write that piece, and how do you tell a story of pre-regret without giving away too much of the story.
Please. I've got my boy in the back.
I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
The way it unfolds, every word seems to be chosen so carefully and so meticulously as to what piece of information that's giving, what emotion that's giving, without beating you over the head with it. So by the time those two people get in the car, and you feel like you're rooting for them to not get in the car. It's just brilliant the way it's done. How do you define writing? I think that a lot of it comes down to how would you have approached that problem if you were given a blank piece of paper, right? So sometimes that form of writing can just be a single super that comes out at the end that the whole idea is based off of, like A Girl's a good example of that. Sometimes it's just impeccable dialogue.
It's your 30th birthday.
A baby white shark is born in the Pacific Ocean.
You go to work as usual.
The baby shark's parents name him Timmy.
Your wife plans a surprise for you.
Timmy is playing hide and seek with his family.
You come home to find tickets for 2 to Australia.
Timmy gets lost.
You plan your holiday.
Timmy is sad.
You reach the airport.
Timmy is wandering aimlessly.
You land in Australia.
Timmy is now angry at the world.
You head to the beach.
Timmy enters the Indian Ocean.
You enter the water.
Timmy is hungry.
You feel something brush against your legs.
Timmy sees legs.
For when your destinies meet, stay travel insured with commercial insurance. Call 1280 24 hours.
Other times it's just the idea written on paper. There is not a lot of writing. There's a lot of splitting of the jury. I think a lot of it comes down to, is this an amazing piece of work that moves the industry forward? And it fires on every single level.